What's up, guys? It's Blake Cook from Keller Williams. Today I'm going to talk about what it's like to sell your home and buy another. If you don't have a home to sell, still hang out and listen because they still have to buy one and the process is pretty much the same. Kind of. Here we go! Okay, so the first thing that you need to do if you're trying to sell your home in order to buy another is get it ready to sell. That means clean it out and do all those things. I've had several videos that talk about that. Go back and find those if you're interested in what that looks like, or reach out to me directly and I can help you with that. But before all of that, I would start and talk with a lender. So I would reach out to them. It's the same thing as a pre-approval process as it was when you bought the house. But this way they help you when you sell your house for X amount, this is what you can afford. That way you know that you can afford to buy one. Because it would be a really big bummer if you sell your home to buy another one and then you sell your home and you can't afford to buy another one. Doesn't happen often, but it can happen and I want you to be aware of it. And then you get the home ready to be properly marketed. So that's for the video that we do, that's for the photos that we do. And while all of that's going on, I'll bring all the paperwork that needs to be done. I'll sit down and explain the sell side as well as the buy side. That way you understand everything that's happening because once you're ready to buy, the market's still moving quickly. And so if you understand all of it, you can pull the trigger if you know what's happening because you're a dangerous buyer and seller. And this last one is probably the most important, and it's easily the hardest one to do, is you have to keep your home show ready at all times. So that means that you have to be ready for a showing in 15 to 30 minutes, even if we ask for an hour heads up, because we don't want to turn anybody away from the showings at all, ever. And that's pretty much the process of getting your home ready to sell. And so now that your home is on the MLS and it's on Zillow and Realtor.com and it's being syndicated out to all of those websites, you have to start looking for the home that you're going to buy. As of right now, there's really no time limit because your home is not under contract. You just gotta get to look and get to figure out what you want to buy. And of course, we're looking at homes because we've already spoken with the lender, which is the first thing you need to do when you're starting to buy a home, so you know what you can afford, so you're not home poor. And we have a pre-approval letter. That way all of our offers get taken seriously, because if we don't have one of those right now, our offers will not be considered serious. And then once we find a home that you're looking for and you're interested in, we make an offer on it. They'll either accept it, they'll say no, or they'll say, let's negotiate. And then we do that, and then you're under contract. Now here's where it gets a little funky, because these are the big key differences that happen whenever you're selling one to buy another. So just remember that it takes 30 to 45 days to close a home. So if you have your home on the market and then somebody gives you an offer and you accept it, we have 30 to 45 days to find you a home to buy. If you're looking to buy, you can also rent in that time frame. But if you're looking to buy a home, now the pressure's on. We gotta find one that we can close roughly in 30 to 45 days. And when you remove all of the dates and everything, you probably need to have a home if you're looking to close at the same time and not have a layover anywhere else in the next 5 to 10 days, because there's really not a lot of leeway and it all depends on the closing dates. That's what your agent is there for. They can walk you through that and make sure you stick to those timelines. If you're selling your home to buy another one, there's something called contingent offers. If you've been looking around on Zillow or Realtor.com or my app, you'll see these with active with contingency. That means that they've accepted an offer, but it's contingent on the sale of or close of their home. So if you're the seller, you're saying, hey, look, I would like to buy your property, but I have to sell mine first. And that's an active with contingency offer. So you're never gonna be in a situation where you get stuck with two homes as long as your agent knows what they're doing, because there's ways around both of them. This part is easily the most stressful part, is that once you start selling and buying, that means somebody's buying your home and then you're buying somebody else's home, and they might go out and buy another home. And what that does is create a pyramid effect. So you've got several agents working together, you have several lenders, you have everybody. The process is layers deep. And if one person pulls out, the whole domino effect can change. And it's very stressful, but it happens all the time. So it's nothing to be afraid of, but just know it does add an extra element to the process. When it comes to closing on all the properties, this is what it looks like. You, the seller, are gonna go in and close the property that you just sold. You will leave the room. The buyer who is buying your property is gonna come in and sign those papers. Once they sign, you're officially homeless because you don't have anywhere to live, but we're doing it in 5 minutes, so it's okay. You'll go back into the office, you'll sign the papers on the home that you're buying. The sellers will sign the papers on the home that they're selling, which is the one that you're buying, if it's confusing yet, but now you're not homeless. So it all happens in about 5 minutes. You sell one, you buy one, signatures happen. Then you sold and bought a house. It's that easy. And guys, I'm Blake Cook from Keller Williams. My information comes up next. If you have any questions, reach out, or coffee. I would love to take you to coffee. See ya.